Welcome back. This is another video that has been created in honor of the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, October. Previously, we have created a video in the same response where we saw how to disable root access in Linux servers, right? And we were able to achieve that. So in this particular video, we want to see how to disable the default SSH port, which is usually 22, and have a custom port. Remember, having disabled the root access to our Linux servers, we were able to at least harden our infrastructure in terms of those who think of doing a brute force to our system. They now have to guess the user and the password. Remember, when you put these settings as default, we our systems to cyber attack. But if we try to tweak one or two, then we make our systems hard and protected against some of these attacks. All right, so another default thing about Linux machines is the SSH port, which happens to be 22. All right, so remember, when doing SSH, we do have SSH, then we have root at IP. So we hardly mention the port here, right? Because the default port is 22, and having the default port in use, we do not mention that. All right, so we are going to disable that, so that at least we come one step close to having our machine being fully protected from cyber attack. All right, so the first thing is to decide what port to use. All right, so we basically have a range within which you can select a port, and another recommendation is for you not to use the reserved ports or the common ports. For instance, we have something like port 80, which is reserved for HTTP. We also have port 20. Other ports includes 443 for HTTPS. We also have other database ports. All right, we have quite a list of ports that it's not recommended to be used. We need to select a port in the range of 1024 to 65,535. So this is the recommended range within which you can select a port. All right, so in my case, I'll just go with. All right, so let's access our Linux machine here and proceed with the rest of the steps. So we have SSH. Then remember, we have already disabled the root access, so we are going to be logging in using DTEC. Perfect. So once we are logged in, we can elevate this user to root. So we have sudo su, and we are now logged in as the root, so we can execute administrative privileges without typing in sudo. All right, so the fact that we have decided to use this as our port, it might not always be available for use. We need to investigate our system and check whether that port has been assigned to something else. All right, so we have quite a number of commands, but for now, let me make use of. Then we have that, and we are going to grep that, and then mention the port number. Right, so if you do not receive any output, then we can be sure that that port is available for use. For instance, if we test with something like 22, we see that that port is in use on something. Then probably let me test with something like 53, not in use, but probably once a web server has been set up or some other panels installed, we can be sure that these ports will be in use. All right, for now, this machine doesn't have any web server installed, doesn't have basically any processes running apart from the very default processes. So some of these ports will be taken up once we install some web servers and all that. So the port in question that we want to make use of is available for use. All right, so once we are happy with our selection, the next thing is basically editing the SSH configurations. And the way to do it, we have, let me use Vim to edit that, etc SSH, and then we have sshd config. All right, so we are going to scroll to this section. There is this section which has been commented out. Basically the default port should be 22, right? But since it's the default, again, it has been commented out because I think the system already is aware that that is the default port. All right, so what we need to do here is that we need to delete that, and remember, since we are editing with Vim, we need to be in the insert mode. Press I to be in this mode here. Then just in this case I will use delete because of the position of my cursor, right? Then once we have that, I'll add just that. All right, once I'm happy with that, then I press on escape, colon, WQ, exclamation mark, then enter, and I believe that has been done. All right, so we want to keep this video simple for us to follow. In this case, we do not have firewall set up. All right, so the thing that we are going to do is to test if we telnet these 22, if we are able to get a positive response, and also test the port that we have set up for SSH. All right, so in this case, I'll first have top, then open a new tab, and this is now from a different machine, not the same machine. This is my local machine. I'll be having telnet, right? I'll have that, and I will test it against port 22. Press enter, right? So it's still active, right? So we are still able to SSH using port 22. That's why we have been told we are connected, right? Then let me just escape that. Also try doing that on the port that we set up for SSH. All right, so we see we are still not able to connect to our remote host. All right, so in that case, we need to ensure that we restart SSHD so that the changes that we have made takes effect. All right, so all we need to have is systemctl, then we have restart SSHD, right? Okay, perfect. So let me top, then go back to this new window. So we are going to do a test on port 22. All right, and we see that port 22 has lost connection. All right, so let us test that on the new port. All right, I hope you noted that. So our new port has access to our machine. All right, so it's now time to do a real test where we will try to log in using the default port, then try to use the custom port that we have set up, right? So I'll escape that, clear my screen, I'll do SSH. All right, so please take note of this. Like by running this command, we have port 22 in use, right? And we see that we cannot connect to our host on port 22. All right, so for us to be able to use the new port, we need to have SSH, then -p, then the new port. So let me just use a random port that we haven't set up yet. Right, we still don't have access to that. Something like just random values here. I'm just using some random values, right? So basically we see we don't have access to that, but let me use the port that we set up. All right, So we are required to input our password. All right, and we see that we have been able to access our machine using the port that we have set up. So it's basically as easy as that. Remember, if you had a firewall set up in place, you would have disabled port 22 and ensured that the new port 2222 are open for such connections. Right, I have added a link to a blog website where you are able to see a list of commands and explanation of the various commands that we have used and concepts. That's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and also give this video a thumbs up. Goodbye for now.